Look this way, right hand on the right? Oh, okay. Center still.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anyway, just grab a seat. Willie McLean, who portrayed Bobby Brown. Luke James, who portrayed Johnny Gill. The director, Chris Robinson. The producer, Jesse Collins. Guys, y'all did so good. Give it up. Give it up.
Black boy joy right there.
Yeah. I have a question. How difficult was it for you guys to train, especially being so young?
Thank you. It was pretty hard because the dance steps, the new edition was so good in their moves, and then they all were together, and that was the hard part about it. Just singing and it was just great.
It was pretty hard for me, just learning the dance moves and everything. I was tired. I would go home, back to the hotel. I would have to soak and bath for it. My legs would hurt so much.
Soak at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, you go to sleep at 6 o'clock.
Isn't it so crazy?
I was just focused on acting, most likely. I was in a performing arts school called Miss Bands. When I was younger, I used to dance and perform in shows, but I was just most focused on the acting until I got this job.
They killed it. They killed
They
it.
did an amazing job. You guys try one more time. You guys are more than welcome to stay down here or grab a seat, whatever you guys feel comfortable with. I want to kick off the
It was
first.
really just, well, first of all, let's take a moment. And wasn't the girl in the window who said you're on the radio? That's Chloe Robinson, that's my daughter. Yeah, that's how we do it. Big up. Okay, so the vision was, listen, this was my first concert as a teenager, so I kind of feel like I prepped for, 35 years to actually make this film. And it was all about authenticity. Like, Jesse Collins, our producer, it took 10 years to create this project. I met him years ago and he told me about it then. And he's just, the script turned into 3 scripts, and we just knew that we needed to make sure that all these Andy Lifers and, Candy Girls, when you make a biopic, when you do something that is real and the people are here and alive, you have a big responsibility not only to tell an amazing story, but to make sure that it's right.
Yeah. That's one thing I
What you heard, those aren't new edition records, those are real records produced by the guys who produced them back in the day, Babyface, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Caleb's a singer, Luke James obviously, Tyler's a little, Elijah, Algie, I'm trying to manage him because he's going to have a record deal in a minute. All these guys are so talented, they really sing, and that's why you guys feel the authenticity.
As a producer.
Okay, thank you. No, all the guys, they were there. Well, if not all of them, at least one of them came by every day. And there was one classic moment that I think is on BET.com at some point where the Littles, us, and the original New Edition was all doing the choreography together. Oh. And the most amazing thing about that was they're all like double, triple the Littles' age, but they were doing the choreography 9, 10, 11 times over, looking back at us like, where y'all were young Negroes at? Us being winded, but we saw right then their professionalism and how they were so fine-tuned for their craft and their work ethic. They never took a second off for their fans and for the Any Lifers, and it was amazing to see.
Yeah.
Of this incredible group. Either one can answer that. Answer it individually.
This is, for me, this is important. This is a group
that I guess I can say I grew up on. This is more of my older brothers, that group, they put me onto this. But this group is really important to culture and to pop culture and to music in general. The things they did, breaking away and being successful in their own entities, you know, they're a true supergroup. This was a great lesson for myself to be able to talk to these guys and just really get their work ethic and to hear the stories and the things they've done and how they're still together. Because, you know, being a musician myself, nothing's changed. You know, there's always somebody trying to get over on you. And it's a good lesson, and I've learned a lot, and I'm making changes in my own life just because of it. Yes, and then also I gained some brothers. I gained some people I would have never truly, you know, this is like, we talk every day. And I hope it stays that way, because this is what we need, you know, especially now, more than ever, you know, to stay on each other, to be excellent.
Yeah, because Luke already acting brand new.
Hollywood. He didn't have like,
I'm just saying, that's my big brother.
Can we just celebrate the fact that these guys are still alive and they're able to see their own story? For me, it's just super, I don't know, it's just like super full circle moment. This is just amazing. Like, I get to play Ralph Tresvant. Like, these guys have been touring the world since they were like 12, 13 years old. And so, like Elijah said, when we had that moment where all three generations were in there, like us, them, and the Littles, it was just like, they was looking back at us like, man, y'all, you feel me? Like, they hitting the steps super smooth. Like, wow, just teach me to slide, bro. That's all I need to know is to slide. But it was just dope. I became a better singer. I've become a better actor. Chris, Jesse pushing me so much.
Yeah.
It's just been an amazing experience for me.
And I can honestly say that this, like, coming into it, you know, you have so many expectations in biopics, you know, especially ones done on television. We haven't had the best of the most recent ones, so there was a lot of pressure. But all that pressure was eradicated when we came together. Like, there was no egos, there was no nothing. We had 3 weeks to learn everything. Yeah, we had 3 weeks to learn choreography and all of that stuff. And during those 3 weeks, we saw every day how legendary they were every day. And we started talking like, why aren't they, you know, in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Why don't they have like a star in the Hollywood world? And at the end of the movie, all of that stuff came to fruition. That wasn't even a thought before we even started filming. So this movie was like a part of manifesting what was to come. Right.
For them.
So, for them, and they have their Star on the Walk of Fame coming on January 23rd.
What you witnessed on film, we actually went through the no air condition, the early hours, 8 hours a day. You know, it was intense. I mean, they even went to the extreme of like not really giving us the contract, like saying you got the part. They kind of like made us feel like they're still looking for another Johnny, still looking for another Bobby. So we couldn't come in there with this mindset of, oh, we got it. We're the actors. We're Hollywood, and we're gonna sit in our chair. We're gonna take a break. Brooke, you gonna answer my question because I ain't really New Edition. Nah. First day, I'm raising my hand, and Brooke is talking to us. He ignores me, he turns on the music. We start dancing. First routine we learned was 11 minutes long. Okay, I got 2 left feet. It's too much for me right now. You know, it was too much. But he stopped the music and he said, yo, if you asking a question, that means you ain't listening. That's gonna happen, all right? You guys got 3 weeks to become New Edition. This is our legacy. You guys gotta become these guys. And it just made it so real for us. And then the kids, they come in there with all that energy. All we hear is, man, the kids are killing. What y'all gonna do? What y'all, man? Where's the issues?
We used to have the kids first.
Wow.
Top of the day. You know what? It happened really, interestingly enough, it happened just like the real group came together. You know, Ronnie came into the group last, Keith came in last. Every single guy who came through, we went to Boston, DC, New York, Atlanta, the cast, with all the kids and with all the bigs, we put them through it, you know? And it's funny how it works out, because, you know, at first, you know, I was like, questionable. I wanted Keith to play Ralph, and I was like, Algie, I don't know. Jesse's like, I'm telling you, you gotta. So we, and of course he's the best Ralph. There's no question that he should have been Ralph. Like his performance, he embodied him. Wood, you know, we were looking for Bobby Brown. Imagine trying to find Bobby Brown, and this guy's Bobby Brown. We searched all over the country, and we got a recommendation from Fatima Robinson, a friend of me and Jesse's, who's a choreographer. And you know, he's danced all over the world with Chris Brown and Fatima on TV. And then he's like an Instagram monster. Like he's like got millions of followers. Never knew it, but he came in and he killed it. His audition, he came and stood on the table in front of all the BET executives and, you know, but you know, it wasn't that you knew anything, it happened, you know.
I think Chris really just made everybody, and it really prepared them for Brooke, because Brooke was all about mental toughness. Like Chris would have 2 people auditioning for Ralph. These are the kids, not even the adults. And he'd have them flip the scene. So you're Ralph. Okay, now you're not Ralph. Now you're playing opposite Ralph. So it would be like you're competing against the person in the same scene in a little room. So, and you'd have kids crying and moms. No, Chris. No, there's a couple moms out there that still are like, Chris Robinson is the devil. Made my baby cry.
Slightly tight.
It would simply be to stay professional, one, because New Edition was an amazing example of remaining professional, which I feel is a lost art in this generation. You know, for them to go arguing 5 minutes before performing on Soul Train Awards and give you the best performance because they cared about you guys so much. And they cared about giving a great performance. And it shows that we all need to respect our crafts and really take our craft seriously, because, you know, you could lose it any day. And they could have lost it just simply off simple arguments, but they stuck with it. Even if they were arguing, they'd be on stage looking at each other, but they was hitting the move, you know, and that's what matters. But I mean, it's that, it's brotherhood, it's love, it's culture, it's, you know, I take just respecting your elders and knowing your history, because New Edition opened the door not only for African American cultures, but all different types of races, boy bands, whatever. So, yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
Respecting our culture, because a lot of times we so quick to throw our culture away, and then other people take it and act like it's theirs. So we have to do I'm glad you said that, because we have to do a better job at protecting what we created and made cool and massive.
I would say listening to each other, communication. I think the thing that happened, and I guess the guys understand now, 33 years later, and they're teaching it to us, is to stay open, you know, and to really try and understand each other. You know, understand why Bobby needs to be in the front, why Bobby needs to have what he needs to have, why everyone needs to have what they need to have. Like really having that communication rather than trying to keep a person in a box, you know? What's for them is for them, and allowing them to breathe and be that is you know, that needs to happen. Everyone needs to fly. So I think communication and having complete understanding can help with that, rather than allowing it to tear each other up by trying to keep somebody in a box that doesn't want to be in a box. Yeah.
Mine would have to be prayer. Faith. My faith wasn't as strong coming into this project, but me sitting and talking to Bobby. Bobby lost his wife. Bobby got into drugs. Bobby lost his daughter. And he's still here going strong. And I asked him, how are you doing that? He's like, prayer. So after that moment,
mine isn't as heavy as everybody else's, but it was humbling. One of the days, I mean, everybody up here, we put a lot in our work. And once we set our foot on set, it's just like, it's time to go. It's time to shine. Like, we're the best at what we do. That's how we're supposed to feel. But this one particular day, Bricky Bell didn't agree. So we were doing I think If It Isn't Love choreography. And we were doing, you know, Smooth right here. And you know, I thought I had my stuff together. And Ricky comes over, he was just like, yo, he's like, Ew. He's like, I like everything you're doing, just a little less corny. And I was like, damn, this whole time, I thought I was cool. But, you know, being able to have that open dialogue with legends like that is, you know, was a blessing. And it made everybody rise to a level of excellence that we tried to portray. And from what I saw from everybody, it was no longer a portrayal when it happened. Like, we achieved excellence.
We are excellent.
Proud of everybody up here, you know, providing for themselves and becoming greater for the greater good in this project.
Yeah, but no, there was no one really there to say, no, this is what this really means. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a problem. Like Keith was saying, that's a part of professionalism. To know that you have your business in order with your money, taxes, everybody, especially for our culture. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that's one of the biggest things people need to worry about, is making sure before you try to make all this money, make sure you got your ducks in a row.
And when you do got your team together, you just got to remember that hard work is undefeated.
Consistency.
Yeah, just consistency for sure, and just stay working hard, no matter, because you know people sometimes ask me like, yo, I'm just trying to get on. Like, how do you get on? And just like, bro, honestly, man, you can do the craziest things to get on, but to be good in your craft, you have to work. You have to put in the hours. You know, y'all on Instagram, all you see is the good. You know, Instagram is a highlight reel, but you don't never see the nose. You don't never see those.
Yeah, have no fear. No fear. Fear is not real, you know, and there are people that will project their own fear onto you and say you can't do that, as you notice in the film. You know, and there will be somebody there that say, don't listen to them. You really want to do this? Go for it. You know what I mean? Pray, meditate, keep that, and then go out there and commit and do it. And always create and stay around creative people, smarter people, you know, positive people.
Never shy away from your own individuality.
Boom.
Like we're in a place where it's like carbon copies of each other. There is nobody on this earth that can be you better than you can be you. All of us sing and dance. I can't sing like Luke though. I can't dance like Woody. You know what I'm saying? I may not be as smooth as Algie, but I have an equation for myself.
You're an amazing actor. An amazing actor.
So, and singer. You have to play to your individual You have to play to your individual strengths, because there's something about you that's going to excel you and catapult you to your dreams individually that it wouldn't work for everybody else.
What's your name?
Matthew. Hey, Matt. Well, you know, I have a family. My parents, actually my little sister Caitlin, shout out to Caitlin. She actually introduced me to acting. We were both in this community theater called Pied Piper. And she was one of the youngest kids to be in there. She just inspired me to like start this, and I was like, oh, I want to do acting and singing and dancing and all of that. And what really got me into it was when I saw Lion King though. Lion King on Broadway. Classic. It was a Sunday morning. My dad's a reverend, so I thought I was going to this church in Times Square. I didn't know anything about Times Square. I said, oh, Times Square, that's cool. So went to Times Square. I was like, Lion King, and then I just saw Simba. I saw an African American young boy up there on stage, on Broadway stage, and I just wanted to be just like him. And it just inspired me to just do more than what I wanted to do. So that's what it started. You know, I used to just upload videos to YouTube when I was younger, way younger, about 5, 6. 2 years ago.
How old are you now?
35.
I am 13 years old.
You don't have 11 now.
Yeah, but I used to upload videos to YouTube. Me and my brother, brother Dylan. My mom used to create videos of us singing and dancing. And then one day, this agent had emailed my mom and was like, we want to bring this kid in because I had made a video of me saying that I wanted to be a dancer and a singer. I wanted to be, I think I said I wanted to be like Chris Brown. By young Chris.
Young Chris Brown,
The agent had emailed my mom and was like, we want to bring this kid in. And after that, my career just took off.
Look this way, right hand on the right? Oh, okay. Center still.
Thank you. Yes. Anywhere, just grab a seat. Woody McClain, who portrayed Bobby Brown.
Me, you know, just learning the dance moves and everything, you know, I was tired. I would go home, back to the hotel. I would have to soak and bath for it. My legs would hurt so much. You know.
At 6 o'clock.
Yeah, you go to see at 6 o'clock.
Isn't it so crazy?
You know, I was just focused on acting, most likely. I was in a performance.
Luke James, who portrayed Johnny Gill. The director, Chris Robinson. The producer, Jesse Collins. Guys, y'all did so good. Give it up. Give it up.
Black Boy Joy right there.
Yeah. I have a question. How difficult was it for you guys to train, especially being so young?
Thank you. It was pretty hard because the dance steps, the new edition was so good in their moves, and then they all were together, and that was the hard part about it. Just singing and it was just great.
It was pretty hard for an art school called Miss Bands. When I was younger, I used to dance and perform in shows, you know, but I was just most focused on the acting until I got this job.
They killed it. They killed it, baby.
I want to kick off the
It was
first.
really just, well, first of all,